today's video, we're going to be making dark drill beats for artists like Gazo and Baby Gang. Let's get into it. Alright, so I realized after I was done making the melody that my f***ing camera ran out of battery. It's all good. The sample literally took me about 5 minutes to make, and I'll show you why. So I'll break down how I made the sample, then we'll lay down the drums live. Fucking hell. Alright, so I started off with this flute phrase from Try Freeze. Now that in itself is catchy as fuck. So when you have a part of your melody that really stands out and sounds catchy, you don't really need to add much other than some low end and maybe a couple elements like a pad or something for some texture. The flute with no effects. And here's the flute with my effects chain. But let's break that down. So first of all, we got a little parametric EQ, getting rid of some of the low end and raising the mids a little bit. Next, we applied a fruity stereo enhancer and cranked up the stereo separation just a little bit. Next, and the most important part, we threw on a fruity reverb. Here's without. And here's with. It's really subtle, but it helped the flute to kind of sit in with the rest of the elements of the sample. Next, we added a fruity flanger. Then we just dropped that right down. Then we added a sound shifter and then pitched it up 12 semitones and activated it here. Jesus. Hard. Now I just grabbed the sub bass, and for the pattern I just made it hit at the bass note of the melody. Just added a little slide note here. Finally I had this little string vocal phrase thing. I just applied a kickstart to that and set it to 1/4, drop the mix a bit to give it some more rhythm. Now all together. Alright, so since we've got the flute going on with the sample, we want to make sure that the percussion is quite minimal so that there's not too much going on. Simple as, then we duplicate that over, raise the velocity a little bit. I want this to sound quite like airy and spacey, so let's add some reverb to this clap. Let's make these a bit wider. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Now let's go into the Collision drum film perk loop kit. And we just want like a background layer of percussion, so let's try this one. Let's half time it. Let's add some pancake. Hey, you, yes you, if you're enjoying the video so far, consider going down there, hitting the like button and subscribing because it helps the channel grow. And you want the channel to grow, don't you? Let's go for the Emperor. Now let's grab the God Hand 808. Let's grab the preset too. With the preset, this is off by default, but I'm gonna enable it just to give it a bit more distortion. Let's add a slide note below it. Then let's take the original note, roll the velocity all the way down. Now what I'm gonna do is, let's go into the stash folder. We'll grab this. I'm just gonna copy the same pattern that we got here into here, but let's drop the velocity a bit. Ugh, that's fucking disgusting. This is why you should always try layering your 808s, because you never know what kind of weird shit you can come up with. This is without the layered 808. This is with. Ugh, it just makes it sound fucking mean. Now this kick, I was feeling it at first, but now I ain't, so we're just gonna go to good old Subway kick. Never lets me down. Copy the same pattern into here. Raise these back to C. Drop the velocity. Let's go into the drum fill and perk loop kit. Sounding pretty hard so far, so now let's just add in a few little bits here and there. Let's drop on the Vox preset. I always just use this for effects and stuff like that. As you can see, it's the same fucking drum pattern going throughout the entire beat, but because the sample is just so catchy, like your ears don't really get tired, you can just kind of zone out and listen to it. But we will split these out so that we can add some gaps in the beat and stuff like that. Let's add some vox.
Hold on.
Yeah, perfect. Let's just drop that exact same preset on this one too. Now all we gotta do is find a riser. Good enough.
Jay, turn it up a little.
If you made it to the end of the video, as always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you found any value in the video, consider hitting the like. If you don't want to miss my next video, make sure you hit the subscribe and the little bell next to it. Now that you're done watching this video, you might want to check out this one next. Deuces.